Imagination is so legit that even a calculator uses it. Executioners predicted the future of phones. So I need to hang you up now. Back in the day, when hanging was okay, music would be played. Everybody would wait for the drop. The executioner was a one-man band, there to entertain and give the crowd what they wanted. Yet he was polite and said to the man beside him on stage, "Hang in there, Joe!" Joe looked down at the executioner and said, "I'm choking up here, Steve." The executioner let Joe the foe go. A man in the crowd was happy, started stomping his toes, tapping around and around, and don't you know, everyone started dancing, and that's how the swing was invented. Well, we've just seen a dead end in that story. So now I'll move on to tell you about the time I went to a cafeteria. There was no punchline. Y'all heard the one about the stop sign? Yeah, me neither. It stopped the joke. You are a... What, do you think I would finish the sentence? I is a letter in the alphabet. I don't speak. Just like you, all, and A. The judge said you have to finish this sentence. The person looked and said, "I don't know what you're gonna say." Hey guys, like my new hairdo? You know what they say, sometimes you just have to do it. Will the mountain move? The mountain do. Hey guys, y'all heard there was an app for that? I didn't know a word was so important. Maybe some guys were just like, "Hey, let's make an app for a word." And another guy was like, "How about that?" Many poets are inspired to write after having gone to the beach because the ocean goes deep. If you're in the ocean too long, you might feel like you're just drifting away. Because you really are. Wait for it. Are y'all still waiting? Okay. It has not arrived yet, but it will be in theaters. Go to the theaters and see it. See it in the theaters. If you still don't know what it is by now, then I'm definitely sounding like a loony bin. What does a loony bin sound like? I mean, a bin is a bin. And if it has Looney Tunes on it, it'll still be a bin. Bins don't speak. Bins don't make noises. Let's have the holes in them and you're flying in the air and then it'll be But still, why do people say that? What does the loony bin sound like? A lot of my childhood, I grew up learning a lot of things from Bugs Bunny. Isn't that loony? If you want somebody to fall in love, all you gotta do is take them to the beach, write love in the sand, and then trip them right before they get to it. Then they would have fallen in love. Well, I gotta admit, that was a dry joke, but it got down to the grit of the sand. The gritty sand. Okay, I'll stop being Sandy. I'm Spencer. But really, you know me, I'm just being frank. Well, daggone, I'm not only Spencer being Frank, and Frank is being me apparently because I am Frank. That means that I am also your average Joe. Oh no. Why does Detective Brown not like trees? They can be a bit shady. The ceiling is looking pretty bright, but it's not smaller than me. Wasn't that a bright idea? There's one color on the color wheel that nobody reads, but it's always been read. Oh man, my cheeks are showing. I know, that was a crappy joke. Well, it's been fun, but duty calls. Why do you turn off the lights at a party? So they won't stay lit. I don't know, maybe it's a transfer of energy. The lights get turned down and people get turned up. Vegetables are cool. They don't just show up, they turn up. Okay, I will BRB with an FYI. But first, an LOL is a TLA. Many people know a TLA is a 3-letter acronym. That's what they want you to think. A TLA is actually Thug Life Awareness. Like a boss! Even if you don't know what time it is, you are still watching the time because the time's always on your watch. Isn't it funny how the letter I always turns into me? I am me. See you later, Frank! That is why you always see me on the calculator. School will test us so much that we'll be used to making calculations, but by the time we get to college, we will rely on the calculator to imagine for us. Well, we talked about the letter I and found out that I have been me this entire time. We're not going to worry about the X because that's in the past. But this next joke is going to help you remember the letter R. Why are pirates afraid of pools? Because all the kids are yelling cannonball! If you're still watching this because you're fishing for a smile, you'll be glad to know that this is true. Fish like shrimp because they are hooked on it. If that joke was a little too fishy for you hunters, y'all would like to see a dollar bill on the ground. Why? Because y'all say, oh dear.